All right, ladies and gentlemen of the 118 scale, 3.75 inch, 4-inch modern action figure community, I'm back again with another video. And in this video, we're going to be discussing Mr. Brian M. Forrest, also known in the G.I. Joe world as Wetsuit. Wetsuit was born in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. He would eventually join the Navy, where his primary MOS would be SEAL. His secondary MOS is UDT, and that's a mnemonic for underwater demolitions. Now, the original Wetsuit figure was released Series 5 in 1986. He was also available in 1987. The original figure was discontinued in 1988. There are a few variants, including the ones before mentioned. You have version 1, 1986, version 2, 1987, version 3, 1992, version 4, 1993, 5, 98, 6, 2001, version 7, 2002, version 8, again with 9, all in 2002. Then you have version 10, 2009. Then another version was released of the Rise of Cobra line, and this is the one you see before you here, 2009. And there was also a different variant released in 2011, which had him in military, looks more like SEAL combat gear. So this particular figure, out of all the variants, I chose this one. And I really like this one because he was a diver. And I remember growing up as a kid, I would keep contact with divers, being Torpedo, Wetsuit, and Deep Six. So those were my favorites. Even though I didn't actually have those figures in my possession, I would always keep contact with these guys, in their absence. Awesome. So let's get a look at some of his equipment here. He comes with quite a bit of it. First and foremost, we'll look at his file card. And there you see it right there. You can pause and read that. Petty Officer First Class E6. His preferred weapon here, it says NSO3 semi-automatic submachine gun. This is a pretty cool file card, the way it was done on the Rise of Cobra line. It looks like a wearable badge. Next, we have his figure stand, complete with his name on it. And Rise of Cobra used this style of figure stand, which I think was really cool. Should have been used for more of their figures, or figure lines rather. Awesome. I really like those. Next, he was packaged with these flippers, and they have pegs and holes, and the holes are so you can stand the figure up wearing the flippers on his figure stand. So these would peg into his figure stand, so to speak, and he could stand and be displayed in his full gear. Next, he has these detachable breather hoses and his underwater dive mask. So if you're going to be picking up any of, not any of this, but this figure in the aftermarket, then be very careful to check that he has all of his equipment, because he has a lot of small things, and we're going to continue to look at them. Moving along, he has these two daggers, and he's packaged with both daggers. He has this underwater propulsion unit, I guess, for the lack of whatever it is called, nicely detailed. And this would be the type of thing that he would hang on to, and it would help propel him through the water. And then, as we move along, he also has, is this a harpoon? It could be a harpoon. It looks like it is a harpoon. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that one. And last but not least is his underwater rebreather unit. And this is so he can plug these hoses into these holes here and then into his mask, and he can breathe for long periods of time underwater to complete his missions. Moving along, this was the meat and potatoes of the joint. He has this, I believe it's a jet ski. It looks pretty cool. It does have some pegs on the back. I'm not sure why anybody would be able to stand on that. It has 2 pegs here for him to stand on. I'm not sure what these things are, but I think, if I'm not mistaken, this would be where he would plug his rebreather unit into. Well, yeah, I might be mistaken. That's not it. But anyway, moving along. It's very nicely detailed. It has a spring-loaded cannon here. All right. Also, if he can like hang on to this and ride flat, or he can stand up on it, that would go like this, and he can hold on like a jet ski. Well, it is a jet ski. So let's get a look at this 360. It's been in storage so long that his front-mounted guns are kind of pointing down. He has these, I guess these help him float, or help the unit float. He's got some torpedoes, non-removable. Yeah, they're non-removable. Propulsion in the back. And they don't actually spin. So that's what you're getting. So now, on top of all of this, he's also complete with things on his body that is also removable. So again, if you're going to find this figure in the aftermarket, try to get him sealed, because he's got a lot of stuff to lose. So let's get a look at Wetsuit. There you have him. He has this web gear, some kind of strapping on him. And let's get a full 360 on him. He's got some holsters on the side. However, I do not have any handguns for him. I'm not sure. But with that being said, I got plenty of small handguns around here that I could give him. This could be for his knives. Let's check. So it could very well be for his knives. So I think he's really cool. We've seen this body used before. Kind of looks like a, kind of looks almost like that Channing Tatum Duke head. I could be wrong, but pretty cool nonetheless. He comes with a ton of equipment. I like this because he does actually look like an operating Navy SEAL. That was one of the reasons why I picked him up in this fashion. Really cool. If I had to grade this guy here, I would give him a B, a flat out B. The playability with him, with all this equipment and his ability to dive and his jet ski, really cool. Unmatched, man. Really cool in a sense. We looked at Torpedo a little while ago, and Torpedo was really cool also for the same reasons, but Torpedo didn't have one of these. I'm going to stick with a B for him because he seems small for a GI Joe figure, but I got no other complaints about him. Really cool. If you see him in the aftermarket, pick him up. He's a really good addition to your collection. So with that being said, I'm going to end this video right here. If you have any questions or comments, feel free, put them down below. I'll get to them at my earliest convenience. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. Until the next one, peace.